Hello everybody. Thank you for checking out my channel. Today is a leg workout. I'm starting this video with a lot of dynamic stretching. I put a lot of stretching in this video. Um, I'm gonna be doing some dynamic stretching at the beginning, some static stretching at the end. Static stretching are the types of stretches that you just hold. They're similar to yoga. Um, the importance of static stretching is as you're working out, you're lengthening the muscle. So you want to think about your muscles like a rubber band. And when you're working out, you're lengthening the muscle and tightening the muscle. So the reason I'm doing dynamic stretching first is to warm me up first, of course, and two, um, if you had a frozen rubber band, what would happen if you tried to stretch it? It would pop, and that's the same exact things with your muscles. So this is the reason why they tell you warm up before you work out. So doing static stretching, holding your stretches when you first get into the gym or first start is not a good idea. You can injure yourself. You can pull a muscle. All these things, and um, it could prevent you from having the type of strength you need to do the lifts that you're trying to do, whether it's lifts, whether it's just a certain type of movement, it can prevent you. So I do static stretching first, like this one that you see me doing. This is a quadricep stretch. You probably see people doing this all the time, standing still doing this. That's totally fine. Just don't do it when you're cold, meaning when you just got into the gym, because like I said, your muscles are like a rubber band, and there's a frozen rubber band at the beginning. So loosen up the muscle first and then stretch it. So I like doing this one, walking with these types of stretches. It helps me loosen up the muscle. Like this stretch right here is a glute stretch. I'm just pulling the knee to my opposite shoulder. That allows me to stretch my glutes. So it's a real simple stretch. At the end of the workout, I'm gonna do something similar again, which is static stretching, where I put my leg down and I turn my body the opposite way so I can stretch my glutes, and just use my body weight basically. You'll see it at the end, and I'll walk you through it when we get to that. So it's really simple. These are some very simple stretches you could do at the beginning of your workouts. So I did my calves, I did my hamstrings, I did my quadriceps, and my glutes. So this stretch, if you remember from my prior videos, this is the world's greatest stretch. So this stretch allows me to stretch my pecs, my traps, my biceps, my shoulders. It's just a good rotation in general too. So it really wakes me up and gets me ready. By the time I'm done with all these stretches, honestly, I gotta wipe my face because I'm really warm and I'm ready for the workout. Sometimes I do 2 sets of 12, or if it's a tough workout, I'll do 3 sets of 15. and I'll go through all of these stretches to really get me ready for the workout. So I recommend, I have all my clients, my active clients, the ones that I see in person and the ones that I see online doing these. A lot of YouTubers and bodybuilders, they don't do stuff like this. They just walk on the treadmill and go pump the weights. And what I tend to notice is a lot of bodybuilders, lifters, athletes, they tend to get injured because they don't have a proper warm up. So I really recommend you get a proper warm up. You can take this exact warm up, add it into yours. If you find some better stretches to add to it to prolong it, there's nothing wrong with that. Give it a shot. There's a couple more that you can add, especially if you're going to run that morning. I do these also before I go for my runs in the morning, because I go for a run once a week, sometimes twice, and I do these. Sometimes I even do 3 to 5 mile walks. Like I mentioned, I was in the military as well, so what we used to call those were rucks. We did like 5, 7 miles of. It's basically a walk, 5, 7 mile rucks with a backpack. Sometimes 10 pounds, sometimes 15 pounds, and we would do that, and we would do that for a workout, and it builds endurance. Give it a shot. You probably like it. So what I got going on here, I kind of did it a little bit different. I'm doing my exercises like my leg curls, my leg extensions, my calf exercises first. This is it's not the recommended way to do it. I do this sometimes. This is what you call pre-exhaustion. So you do it first before you get to your squats, your leg press, and all these things. Pre-exhaust the muscle so you actually feel the muscle more. So pre-exhaustion is more so for the advanced lifters, people who have been working out for a couple years and know what they're doing. Don't start doing that if you just started lifting weights and you're getting bored or you want to try something new. Stick with the most common baseline stuff. So if you notice, I'm doing the leg curls and the leg extensions. So these are the types of stuff you do after your squats, after your leg press, after your lunges, and all of these things. The leg extensions, leg curls, calves, do that stuff second. After your legs get tired from the squats, the leg press, and hack squats, and whatever other machine you do, then you can include your leg extensions, your leg curls, your calves. That's when you get into stuff like this. In my future videos, I'm going to start putting different kinds of supersets in the videos, such as leg extensions and lunges, or straight leg deadlifts and leg curls. I'm gonna start throwing in stuff like that just for the video and just for the fun that I want to have in the gym. So it's just a great thing that you can add into your workouts. Leg extensions, leg curls. Do it at the end of your workouts. The only reason I'm doing it today is because I just want to pre-exhaust my legs. So it's the only reason I'm doing it first. So try to remember, do your leg extensions, do your leg curls at the end. Still do your 4 sets, 5 sets, whatever you feel like. And do that at the end. If you have a trainer, I'm pretty sure that trainer is going to write a program for you. And if they write a program for you, you're going to notice leg extensions, leg curls, calves are going to be at toward the end. So just something to remember. If you ever have a trainer and you're just like, oh, why is this so late? I remember watching Emmanuel Laflotte's training video, and he was doing it at the beginning. Why can't I do it at the beginning? So it's just something for you to just something for you to remember, and hopefully you try the workouts like that. So I'm starting with some calf raises now. So the calf raises, I'm doing seated calf raises. So there's 2 types of calf raises. I'm going to do seated calf raises and standing. Wait, I'm not sure if it's standing or calf raises on the leg press, but either or. Seated calf raises targets your soleus. That's the smaller part of your calf. So standing or straight leg calf raises, or on the leg press, whichever machine you want to use, target more so of your gastrocnemius. So there's 2 muscles, 2 heads in your calves: the soleus and the gastrocnemius. So the gastrocnemius, that is the big meaty part of your calf. If you ever look at somebody's calf and they have that big lump of muscle, that's the gastrocnemius. But it is still good to work both muscles in your calf. Do both exercises, seated and straight leg. So thank you to the gentleman that's helping me with this drop set. I'm doing I can't remember. I think it's 10, 8, 12, 8, 10 reps. So I'm not racking it, but I'm just continuously just going. I could have done this with 645s, but I only did it with 5. So this is what I'm talking about with straight leg calf raises on a leg press. You could do it on here, and this is the one that's targeting your gastrocnemius. So always remember, there's 2 different types of calf exercises when you're in your gym and you are training calves. When you're squatting or doing any machine like a hack squat, yes, you are you're not targeting, but you're engaging your gastrocnemius and soleus, because it's stabilizing you, making sure you don't tumble over. But that doesn't mean it's getting fully targeted with squats and lunges. That's why you have your calf machines, like your seated calf machines and your standing calf machines. So that's the reason you want to do these things. So you could also do a standing calf on this machine in particular, the hack squat. So what you would do is maybe not this one, it'll probably be dangerous. But what you would do is you would put your toes at the end, like how I was doing with the leg press, and just push it straight up. So this is a leg press. I was doing calves with it first, but now I'm just doing the leg press, which is just pushing it up, targeting my glutes and my quadriceps. Yeah, pretty simple. How many 45s do I have on here? 7. When I was younger, believe it or not, they had a gym by me, and their leg press only went up to 9 45s. So that's why like 8, 9, 10 plates for me. It's really easy because I built up the strength over years of lifting. It's really easy for me. Not maybe not that easy, but it's easier for me. Alright, so now I'm getting to the stretches that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. So I'm done with all the lifting. So I'm starting with a hip stretch. Might look like I'm doing nothing, but it was a hip stretch. This one is a calf stretch. I'm reaching for my toes, leg is extended, and I'm making sure my foot is up. I'm counting for about 30 seconds, and I'm just holding it. So right now what I'm about to do, as I turn this leg, I'm about to stretch my piriformis. So the piriformis is a muscle in your glutes. So if you notice, this is also called the pigeon stretch. So if you notice, I'm keeping my leg at a 90-degree angle. This is the glute stretch I was talking about at the beginning of my videos as well. I'm turning to the side and I'm using my body weight to apply the pressure on my glute. Really simple but really effective stretch. Super effective actually. So after your workout is the best time to stretch because your muscles are very loose and you can get the maximum stretch after a workout. After a workout or after a run, that's the best time to actually go for your stretches. So I'm doing the other side now, starting with the hip. Then I'm gonna go into my hamstring in a second. So I'm doing about 30 seconds, holding, stretching my hip. Now I'm going to my hamstrings, like I said. I can also feel my calf a little bit on this one, but the main thing is the hamstring. After the hamstring, I'm gonna go into the piriformis. After the piriformis is going to be the glute. So if you can see it better on this side. You see how I'm holding that leg and I'm making sure it's not moving. I'm keeping it at the 90-degree angle so I could feel my piriformis. Just a little change in the angle of my leg would change the stretch completely. That's why it's so important to make sure you hold the leg if you need to. I mean, you're not gonna be able to hold the leg when you go into the glute. As you notice, as I'm going into the glute, it's almost like I'm laying down, so I could put all my body weight into it. Remember, I'm over 200. I'm over 200 pounds, so I'm 200 pounds exactly, actually. So this is a lot of pressure to really help with my stretch. And these stretches are great because it's almost like a workout. So what I'm doing now, I'm stretching my groin area. After a leg workout, it's a recommended stretch. Stretch your groin area. Right now, what I'm doing, I am stretching my lats, and I'm stretching my groin area again. So I'm holding this stretch. This is something that a lot of yoga classes have their students do in the class. Keep your head up when you're doing this. Don't put your head on the floor. Keep your head up. Get your chin on the ground and keep your head up. Really simple. As you can see, the stretch makes you feel more mobile. So that's how I was able to jump up like that. There's another stretch I'm gonna get into in a second. I believe this one is calf stretch. Yeah, this is a calf stretch. I'm just putting it on this step and stretching out my calf. About 30 seconds, and gonna go to the other leg in a second. After I'm finished with the calves, I'm gonna go into a different kind of quadricep stretch. My favorite kind of quadricep stretch. So did you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel yet, by the way? Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Also, you can hit the bell icon, so whenever I drop a new video, you'll be notified and you can watch it, and you could be informed on the information that I'm dropping. So what I like to do with every video when I'm talking is relay some information about some anatomy and physiology, so you can understand what you're doing. Anatomy and physiology is super important for working out. You need to know the muscles in your body. You need to know how they work, and I talk about that in depth. If you notice and was listening for the past 20 minutes, it's something that I talk about a lot. So please like, please subscribe, please subscribe, please subscribe. This helps me get more people to see my videos on the YouTube algorithm. There's so much people who need this information right now, who need to know how to stretch, who need to know how to work out, who need to know what to do. So please like, please subscribe, please share this video with somebody that needs it, please. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care.